I recently had a really nice training session with my good mate and bodybuilder Marty over at Camperdown Fitness here in Sydney, Australia. And Marty's currently prepping for a competition. So we figured we'd go to Camperdown because there is a good variety of equipment and we can make our session much more efficient by training there. And whilst we were there, we came across the hip press machine, which honestly I haven't used for years. So I figured we'd do a couple of sets, talk through maybe some considerations when either using this or if you were thinking about purchasing the machine. So check it out.
Yeah.
Finish. Like the control aspect is really challenging on this, right?
Yeah. And it kills you up there.
Yeah.
Absolutely kills you.
I first used one of these hip press machines back when I was like 17 or 18 years old, going down to my local uni gym with my mates. We were just throwing weights around, but thinking we knew what we were doing the whole time. And the gym I went to was actually quite nice. Like looking back on it, it had a lot of old school machines, which were actually really nice to use and quite rare. Unfortunately, nowadays, I went back there and it's all been upgraded, I guess you'd say. But in reality, it's probably a downgrade with a lot of the stuff they've now got in that gym, but still a nice gym to go to. You'll see those lines of force that I've drawn on the screen here, and you can see how when you get to that end position, the distance between the line of force and the axis on the machine is actually quite great. Whereas when you're in that more lengthened position at the bottom of the range, that distance is a little bit shorter. This is one of the main factors that makes that resistance increase as we get to the end of the range, the short position there. One thing that's really nice about this hip press is the resistance actually does increase as you get towards that short position, which is really nice in a leg pressing exercise because obviously we have that structural strength towards the top of the range, and our ability to produce torque increases as we get towards the top of the range in a leg press. So that's a nice aspect to this machine. The main downside of this machine is those inertial effects that you need to deal with. Because that weight plate is placed so far from the axis and the foot pad, the inertial effects actually go up, which means you do have to exercise a lot of control over the starts and stops when you're doing this exercise on this machine. Overall, hip press is a pretty nice piece when it comes to glute and quad challenge. Downside with this piece is just those inertial effects. Ideally, you'd want to find a piece that kind of has either a weight plate closer to that axis and foot plate, or using a pin-loaded version that maybe has lesser inertial effects than this hip press does. But overall, pretty nice machine.
And even the pads slightly shifting, so I can feel my ankle moving in different positions.
Yeah, see how far that weight plate is from the axis when you finish? Like the control aspect is really challenging on this, right?
Yeah. And it kills you up there.
Yeah.
Absolutely kills you.